Lecture, It's All in the Mind. Lecture objectives, to introduce you to the notion of having both a silent and a noisy mind, and to explain happiness chemicals. Lecture outcomes, you will recognize you have a voice in the head that must be mastered. You will appreciate that influencing the silent mind is key to success in quitting alcohol. And you will understand why we like the happiness chemicals and know that alcohol stimulates their production. Now this lecture is called It's All in the Mind. Now it's in the mind where habits live. It's in the mind where habits are formed. So if we're going to look to replace or break a habit, it's in the mind where we have to look. And I want you to think of yourself as having two minds. A silent mind and a noisy mind. Two very distinct areas of yourself, your inner self. And we'll start by looking at the noisy mind. The noisy mind is where your conscious thoughts are. You get a running commentary all day long. Every day you have a commentary running in your head of your thoughts, telling you things, making you think things. All this going on the whole time, all that noise. Just watching this video, watching this course, you'll be thinking things. You'll be thinking things like, this guy's talking complete rubbish. I don't like that slide. I don't like that picture very much. Or this is really interesting, hopefully. All those sort of things are going on the entire time. That running commentary, that comes from the noisy mind. And it works in the here and now. It's very much a what's happening to me, what's happening in the world at the moment, space, that noisy mind. And I refer to the whole of that noisy mind as the voice in your head. I'll underline that because that's a key word or key expression, the voice in your head. And to get you to quit alcohol, one of the things we have to do, one of the key things we have to do is shut up that voice in your head, or at least get the voice in your head working on your side. Because at the moment, the voice in your head will already be giving you doubts. It's the voice in your head that says, don't give up today, why not wait till Monday? Because it's a weekend coming up and we've got a party and it's going to be a nightmare giving up with a party coming on. I'll wait. Or it's the voice that says, don't give up smoking until the 1st of January because Christmas, how can anyone give up anything then? It's that sort of voice giving you all of those doubts all of the time. And the reason is because the noisy mind is trying to seek happiness for you. And one of the things that the noisy mind likes is alcohol, and what alcohol is doing for you. So most of the rest of this course is going to be looking at getting rid or shutting up that voice in the head and controlling that voice in the head. So if it's there at all, it's working for you, not against you. The voice in the head is, of course, influenced by surroundings. So that's why when you go into a pub with lots of resolve that you're never going to drink again, all of a sudden you meet your mates, you see a pint of bar on the bar, or you see some wine and you think, oh, that was great. Or the mates easily convince you that, Karen, you can do other things. So because it's so influenced by surroundings, we're going to be doing some work on that as well. And that voice does not plan for the future. It's very much a today voice. So now let's look at the other mind, the silent mind. And the silent mind is where we're going to kick off in the next lecture the work that we're going to do. This is the real you. This is the subconscious mind that you feel, but you rarely hear. You rarely hear anything from this mind, but it's where you get deep down emotions, deep down knowledge, deep down knowing that something is important has to happen. And it's all where all of your knowledge and all of your experiences you ever had influence and are based around that silent mind. It's where your deep beliefs are held. It's what a lot of people call their soul or the spirit or a guardian angel. And a lot of people who talk about having God within them, that's where it all is. It's within that silent mind. And when you see pictures of Buddhist monks or other people sitting down meditating and trying to shut up, what they're trying to do is shut that voice in the head out so that they can find that silent mind and find the knowledge and the message that that silent mind might be trying to give them. So it's key to success is working with that silent mind. Key to success is giving up alcohol. And what we're going to talk about is how we might be able to influence that silent mind and give that silent mind a message that will work for you and help you. Now, before we do that, we're going to quickly talk about the dose chemicals. These are the happiness chemicals that I've mentioned a couple of times before in this course. So here they are. There's a PDF that accompanies this slide, which I'd like you to read and which takes you through in far more detail, in a fairly non-scientific way, but what these chemicals are. There's 4 of them: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin and endorphins, and they're produced in the brain. And they create states of mind that we enjoy. So all of those chemicals we like. They all give us nice feelings. They all make us feel we can do things. They always make us want to do things. It's nice. We love those. And alcohol induces these chemicals, which is why alcohol is so dangerous, because we want more and more of this stuff. So, if we're getting these wonderful feelings from alcohol inducing those, well, it's no wonder we want more of it. And it's no wonder we become addicted. And it's no wonder that we become alcoholics. But what alcohol does, it upsets the balance of these chemicals within us. And we get on a high-low roller coaster. And that's why you have that first glass of wine, it tastes really nice. After a while, you get a downer. You might not realise it, but you come down from that chemical input that you've had. So you want some more. And that goes on and it goes on and goes on. And you get in this vicious circle of wanting more and more alcohol, because the alcohol, your brain knows, induces more of those happiness chemicals. So what we're going to have to look for as well, the rest of this course, is alternative stimuli, because you can get those chemicals induced from other things as well. Things like exercise, things like experiencing new things, things like finding out and learning new knowledge. All of that induces those same chemicals. Even a cuddle will give you a huge dose of those chemicals. So we're going to look at all of that in the rest of the course as well. But for now, what I want you to do is go away, read that PDF, because just that knowledge of those chemicals and what's going on is going to help that silent mind. That's going to help here, because that's going to build up that knowledge base that you have in your silent mind. And that's going to help us understand what's going on when the noisy mind says, oh, I need another glass of wine, or I could really do with that beer on the counter. It's craving the dose chemicals, not the actual alcohol itself.